The 3.0 Fresh Season update is now live, and that means a whole bunch of new features and content for you to enjoy within the game. Now, we all know about the obvious new additions, things like online table turf, the brand new maps and specials which have been added to the game. But a lot of other features and updates have also been included within this update that you might not know about. Nintendo tended to share a lot of this information over on Twitter, and some of it was hidden within the patch notes as well, so I thought it'd be a good idea to make a video going over 8 new features and updates within this update that you might have missed. So let's jump into these new features. Starting us off, you can now get previous season rewards from the Shellout machine. As you can see me doing here, you can actually unlock emotes that you missed from previous catalogs and titles and banners as well, I believe. Now currently, as far as I'm aware, you sadly cannot get rewards from the Chill season which just passed. You can only get it from the very first Drizzle season. I'm sure in the future though they will change this. Probably with the next season you'll be able to start getting stuff from the Chill season, so we'll have to wait a little bit. But in terms of the future of the game, I think this is an absolutely amazing update, and I'm really happy that now, in case anyone did miss these rewards, they now have the option to get them. I just want to point out how lucky I was to actually get the footage of this emote thing just randomly when I only had 60,000 in cash, so I only had 2 pulls. For number 2, here's a little fun feature for your lockers which Nintendo sneakily added in. Now you can put away every item at once that is stored within your locker. I didn't want to do this for the video because then I would have had to fix up my locker and that would have taken so much time, but you can see the button for it in the corner and try it out yourself if this is some functionality you would like. It's not the biggest update in the game, don't get me wrong, but still, I think they've made some nice quality of life improvements to lockers over the past few updates, and hopefully they'll add in even more, and maybe even give us a bigger locker size with the next update, because that is something that personally I would really like to see. Now we're moving on to Salmon Run. As you may or may not know, they've added in some new rewards that you can collect by using your fish scales once you've beaten King Salmonids. Now, this is really cool and I'm glad to see more items added, but they've also added in some functionality to go alongside this. Now you'll be able to preview items in the Salmon Run shop, which is definitely a nice quality of life update to go alongside the addition of these new items. It definitely seems like Nintendo is going to add even more things into this shop, so you've got more reasons to redeem those fish scales, which I definitely think is good, especially with the addition of the new King Salmonid added in this season as well. So yes, some really nice updates for Salmon Run overall in this update. I can't wait to play a lot of it, especially the big run that is coming up soon as of me making this video, and I'm glad that the shop is getting some improvements so we can continue to use those fish scales, which are honestly pretty hard earned. For number 4, some new badges have been added into the game that you can collect. One that I wanted to note especially is the fact that you can get level up badges now, which is a nice incentive for getting all the way to level 100. I know some players definitely don't feel that incentivized to actually level up, as it doesn't really do much in this particular game, but I feel like getting a special badge for doing so definitely makes the process a lot more exciting. Hopefully in the future they can make leveling up even more worth it. I think there's lots of special rewards that they could give out, and just things they could do to incentivize us further, so I'm definitely hoping that is something we will see. For number 5, we are back into the lobby, and this new feature is so cool. This is the pools feature, which basically allows you to get notifications from other players who are in the same pool as you. This is a really great way of having some kind of in-game communication with players that you share a common interest with, or maybe you're in the same community. For example, I've decided to make a Splat channel pool, so you folks can join that if you'd like to and become a part of the pool and start getting notifications for it. I think this is definitely a really great step in the right direction. I'm not sure how well something like being able to actually type to your teammates in this game would work, because we can just imagine the sorts of things that people would say, unfortunately. But yeah, I definitely think they're making some really great improvements in this regard, and it's great to see the lobby get so many improvements in this particular update as well. They've honestly done a lot for it, and it's definitely exciting. So yeah, consider making your own pool or join mine, which is Splat channel. I would love to see you in there. Let's hope we can get lots of people to join. For number 6, continuing on in the lobby, we have the new jukebox feature, something that was data mined for so long but is finally here. Now, this cool feature allows you to play music within the lobby and also in private battles as well. Hopefully in the future it'll let us do it in turf war matches and just other general battles as well. That would be really great. But yes, if you want to play a song, you have to spend 100 cash, something that I know not a lot of people were too keen on, but it's not too much money at the end of the day if you really are a big fan of the music in the game. And it's got a really cool interface as well, which lets you see all of the different song names and the album art as well. It's even got different sections which organize the different modes of the game where the music is coming from and such. So yeah, I really like this jukebox. I definitely think there are some improvements to be made with it. Like I said, I want to be able to play it in all the other types of battle modes, not just private, but I think that is something Nintendo will definitely do in the future. Definitely a really cool feature for music fans in the game though. I'm very happy to see this finally get added in after it got data mined and kind of was shown off so long ago now. It's really good that we finally have it working in the game and we don't have to wonder when this will finally come. Here is a fun little update for the shops in the game. You can actually now buy more items than you ever could before. Of course, all of the shops have been updated with a whole bunch of new gear which was just added in the Fresh Season update that you can start to collect. So to kind of celebrate this, Nintendo has made a quality of life update where you can now get 9 items, which is great. There is starting to be a lot of gear in this game now, and it seems like every update is going to add even more into the game. So I'm really glad that they've decided to make this little improvement to the shops, so that hopefully it'll make it a little bit easier to get our hands on the gear that we want. Definitely let me know in the comment section below which of the new gear in the game you're most excited about. There are some really cool fan favorites which have finally returned. And of course, if you have the Inkopolis DLC, you can purchase them from the new shopkeepers as well, which is definitely really cool. For number 8, we have a special catalog bonus event which will happen at the end of the season. This new feature basically means we'll be able to level up our catalog much easier just before the season is about to end, specifically a week before it is over. So if you haven't already completed your catalog by that point, you'll get some extra help in doing so, similar to how Splatfest and also Big Runs help you. I think this is a really great new feature, and it's kind of cool to have a mini event like this. I think Nintendo definitely realized that there are quite a few people out there who struggle to complete their catalogs, and I know what some of you are thinking because you've completed your catalogs 3 or 4 times over, but it can be difficult for some people if they don't get the time to come on the game. So the fact that now they can get previous rewards from the Shellout machine, and also they get a little bit of extra help completing it, is a really good thing in my opinion. It'll probably incentivize people to play more honestly, because then they'll feel like they actually have a chance to complete it, maybe if they're feeling a little bit demotivated at the end of the month because they're quite a bit off from getting to level 100. But let me know in the comment section down below which of these new features and updates is your absolute new favorite. I would love to hear. And definitely let me know if you've noticed anything that I didn't mention within this video. If you made it to the end, then be sure to comment Splat Gang down below so I know you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on channel notifications for more.